Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Puranam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lankayate Girim Yakripātamaham Vande Paramanandamaram. The mind is constituted of two divisions. One is the owner division, Karta, and another is the Karana or instrument. Okay. One is the identifying capacity, and another is that which enables action, desire, other thoughts also, not that only desire. And the reflection of consciousness, your reflection happens. And this owner thought, so to say, like the top layer of the mirror, is able to hold it. So you imagine something. There's a bucket. The bucket is your body. Okay? And in the bucket there is water. And the water is your mind. Thoughts. And that can be divided into two sections. Top, below. There is sun. The sun is consciousness. The consciousness gets reflected in the water. Water is mind. And the top level, which is able to hold the reflection very well, is like this aham vritti or ahankara portion. And underneath is karma portion. Okay. So in this example, what is you? Sun. What is bucket? Body. How many buckets can be there? Many. How many waters can be there? Munde, Bunde, Binna, Mati. Munde means different. Munde, Binna, different. Mati, yes or no? In your group discussion, always you must be watching. I never thought like this way. Right? Okay? So that reflection of consciousness. Okay. Now the author brings our attention to that aham vritti. See, very interesting how the author brings up. First he brought our attention to consciousness. First he made us discover who we are really, consciousness. Then he made us go to reflection of consciousness. Then he made us go to in the mind there are two. Now he brought our attention to the aham vritti. Then what will be the next you will take our mind attention to? The instrument thought. See how the thought is. Then he said, we saw in the morning, this aham vritti can be identified, is identified at three levels. At the level of the reflection of consciousness, at the level of the body. When we say body, please remember also the senses. The house of the senses are all located here, is it not? The physical. So body means senses, everything involved. Okay? Then third level, at the level of the pure eye. Three levels. And then he said that you can't help when the mind arises for the I thought to be identified with the reflection of consciousness. You can't help it. It naturally happens. Just as how when the water is there, the reflection of the sun in the water will be there, and the reflection of the sun and the water combined together so as to become that shining water will have to be there. You can't escape it. You can't escape it. It will be there. Right? So, the reflection of consciousness and the I thought become one. Correct? And that is how, as long as the mind is there, you always have the notion of I. You can't escape it. When the mind is not there, the I also will go. Example, deep sleep. When mind is there, reflection of consciousness will be there, and the I thought will be identified with the reflection of consciousness. And because of identification with the reflection of consciousness, what happens to the I thought? I thought becomes I thought. Otherwise it is just thought. But the thought gets the sense of I. How? Because of the reflection of consciousness, and it identified with that. And that is why it is very difficult to think that other than this I thought there is actual I. And that is why right at the beginning he made us go to consciousness, so that we will not make the mistake. Right? That sense of I comes into it naturally, automatically. When the mind arises, the reflection of the consciousness also falls on it, and they both become together. Sahayeva jayate sahajam. Is this point clear? And the identification of the I thought with the body, that is karmajam. Why do you say karmajam? Born out of karma. What do you mean by saying born out of karma? when the prarabdha karma arises for us to enjoy the external world. External world? Vishaya. Vishaya. And when we say yes, external, it is stula, gross world. So, when the prarabdha karma comes for us to enjoy experience, when I say enjoy, it does not mean always enjoy, to suffer also. Okay? To suffer and enjoy. In Sanskrit, when the prarabdha karma comes for bhoga. Okay? In English, we translate bhoga as enjoy. And then we think enjoy means always enjoy. But bhoga means dukkha as well as dukkha. When the time comes for you to have sukha and dukkha from the external world, stula, external stula. Then what happens? Then the I thought will identify with the body, because the body will come in. Body will come means what? We will become aware of the body. And since karma causes the body to come, to become available, and when the body becomes available, the I thought identifies with the body. Therefore, this identification of the I thought with the body is called as karmaja. Why I am saying this again, though I told in the morning, is because this is a subtle thought. In this whole text, this is the portion where people get slightly shaky. Otherwise, everything is very important. And the last one, what is the last one? The I thought identifying with the Sakshi. And that is what? It cannot, I thought, you see, the I thought can see the reflection of consciousness get identified. Okay? Get identified. Because it's proximate. Proximate near. The I thought can see the body and identify it. Because the body is an object for the I thought also, it knows, because mind knows the body. But I thought, what do we mean by saying that the I thought identifies with the pure consciousness or the true I, or you yourself, actual I? It only means this. It does not mean the I thought sees the consciousness. Like the body, I thought sees the body, or I thought, having, connection with the reflection of consciousness. It is not like that. Here, it is only this. The I thought mistakes the I that it is feeling as a pure I. The I thought is having the I feeling, is it not? And how did the I feeling come? Because of the reflection of consciousness. But what happens is I thought thinks this is the actual I. Whereas this is only reflection of I. This is not the actual I. This is a shadow of I. This is a reflection of I. It is only chit chaya. It is not chit. But it thinks, I am the actual I. This is because of ignorance. And therefore we say it is bhranti, born out of ignorance. Ambuja means what? Lotus, no? Ambuja. Ambuja is lotus, correct? Sorry, no idea now. Ambuja is lotus. Neeraja. Neeraja? Lotus. That is also lotus. Neeraja. Neeraja is lotus. Nirja. Where is the Nirja? Wait. Oh, movie, correct. Ambu means water. Ambuja means born from water, lotus. Ja. Neeraja. Neera means water, born from. Pankaja. Panka means that, that muddy, clayey water. Lotus comes from that, no? Pankaja. So jam, born. So Brantija, born from ignorance. Okay? So very systematic study. It is much better than our physical studies what we do. More systematic. In physics, chemistry, botany, zoology also we do all those things. Metals, non-metals, we define characteristics, chemical properties, physical properties. And if you take botany, dicotyledon, then monocotyledon, and like that you see how they are explaining to us very, very clearly. Okay? And after that, what did they say? Look, this sahaja tadatmya identification between the I thought and the reflection of consciousness will be there. Will be there means what? When the mind arises, it will be there. You cannot avoid it. When the mind arises, it will be there. You can't help it. It will be there. Reflection of consciousness will have to come, otherwise how will the body function, is it not? Only when the reflection of consciousness falls in the I thought, and then the I thought and the reflection of consciousness attaches itself to the body will become sentient. Should it happen or not? Should happen. It must happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. Let the I thought be there. But only one thing you should know, this I thought is not the I. It is only thought. I thought is not I. What is I thought? It is thought. It is a owner thought. It is your manager of your estate. You are the owner. Okay? So that will be there. Don't you get worried about that. Don't you get troubled about that. Swamiji, in the mind there is one thought which keeps on telling I what to do. Don't worry, let it say. Because of that only you are able to take care of the body. Because that is the medium through which the body becomes sentient also. Right? So that let it be there. Don't you trouble with that. And what about this karmaja tadatmya where the I thought identifies with the body? That will come and go throughout the day. When you go to sleep, it will go. Actually, not when you go to sleep, when the punya and papa, or let's say prarabdha karma, when the prarabdha karma tells you, now you go, now prarabdha karma tells you, body, now this is no more required for the I thought to enjoy. Now body, you go, mind, you go. Who's telling? Prarabdha. Then what will happen? Then mind goes away. And when the mind goes away, I thought goes away. And when the mind goes away, I thought goes away, body also goes away. So karma is gone. The body is no more available. Therefore the I thought cannot identify with the body. And therefore karma kshaya. Do you follow this? Let me ask you some question. Does this withdrawal of the karma, can I use the word withdrawal of the karma? Or backing out of the karma, back out of the karma, does it happen only in deep sleep? Okay, then dream, very good. There also, what has happened? The mind that is required to identify with the body goes away, even though the mind is there. Correct? Good thinking. Then, one more example, try to get for it. What is the example you have to give for me? Where the karma does not present the body for the I thought to identify. In dream also the karma does not present the body. In deep sleep also karma does not present the body. Isn't it?
Meditation.
Okay, meditation, good. Samadhi, good. Then, one thing we all know, but you are not telling me. Huh? Coma, I told morning. You don't give mind. Then, satsang. No, that's not correct. Who told satsang? Not correct, because your ears are active. Satsang happens when? In the instant only. No? Because the body is there. One more. Coma, swoon. I said swoon, huh? What do you call swoon in your language? Chakka. Huh? Fainting. Fainting. In your language, actually. Chakka. Mayaka. We call in our language Mayaka. Mayang we call. Unconscious. One more example I want. Sometimes during the class also it happens. Huh? Not sleepiness. Okay, sleepiness. That sleep is covered in sleepiness.
Outside mind.
Outside?
Outside.
What is it?
Absent mind.
Absent mind. Okay. Daydreaming. In daydreaming also what happens? The prarabdha karma for experiencing the physical world, external world, can I use a Sanskrit word? Stula bhoga. Stula bhoga. Prarabdha karma can come out to give you stula bhoga, and prarabdha karma can come out to give you also sukshma bhoga. When sukshma bhoga? Dream. In dream also you enjoy. But that enjoyment is not stula. Stula means what? Where the senses are required to enjoy. In dream what happens? There is bhoga, but the bhoga is sukshma. So karma kshaya. So karma kshaya means what you must understand? Prarabdha karma kshaya. And there also what you must understand? Stula bhoga prarabdha karma kshaya. You get the point? Stula bhoga. Right? Okay. And the last one. What is the last one? The ahamvritti identified with the sakshi. And what did we say ahamvritti identified as sakshi to be? Ahamvritti thinking it is the actual I. How will that go away? Because it came out of non-understanding, it will go away by understanding. Understanding of what? Understanding of your real nature. How that understanding will come? Because of studying the Adhyatma Shastra. What is Adhyatma Shastra? The study, the text or the knowledge which deals about the nature of the self. And preferably, you should study of the teacher. So that confusion doesn't come. After you study properly and you get clarity, then you can study yourself. There's no problem. But at least for some time, you must study with the teacher. Till you get the basic concepts all right. Okay. This much we did in the morning class. And you also, I'm sure, discussed deeply in your discussion class. So I'm sure you all must have got it, correct? If there is any question which is not sorted out so far on this topic, right now. And don't expect everything you should understand in one session. Okay? It didn't happen for us. It didn't happen for us. And if you think it has happened for you, it takes time. But basic concept you should get now and later on. Okay. This is another very, very important verse. Therefore, note down this verse also. Which verse we're talking about? verse number 8. So this also should be memorized. Verse 1 memorized, verse 5 memorized, verse 8 to be memorized. 3 verses. Swami, when will you be asking these verses? Last week. Day after tomorrow. Now, let us go to, no, not verse number 8, verse number 9. If possible, 8 and 9. If possible, both 8 and 9 verses. If difficult to memorize, if you are not a person who is used to memorizing, verse number 9. Let's go to verse number 10.
Ahankaralaye suptau
Ahankaralaye suptau
bhavetehopyachetanah
Bhavetehopyachetanah
Ahankara vikasardhah
Ahankara vikasardhah
Swapna sarvastu jagarah
Swapna sarvastu jagarah
Ahankaralaye suptau bhavetehopyachetanah Ahankara vikasardhah Swapna sarvastu jagarah.
Suptau. Supti is a word. Suptau. In deep sleep. In deep sleep, what happens? That thought, which is very important, to communicate sentiency to the body. Which is that thought? I say again, that thought, which is very important to communicate, to give, to share sentiency to the body from consciousness. I thought. What happens in deep sleep to the I thought? Ahankara laya. That goes. That laya means what? That laya. Laya means it dissolves. Dissolution. Meaning it goes to sleep. When do you actually go to sleep? When the I thought goes to sleep, you go to sleep. You cannot say when the desire goes to sleep, I go to sleep. Because desire is what? In Kartru Vritti and Karana Vritti, desire comes under which category? Karana Vritti. Karana Vritti can come, Karana Vritti can go, this or that can change. But you go to sleep not when desire goes to sleep, or not when greed goes to sleep, not when compassion goes to sleep, not when all these thoughts go to sleep. You go to sleep when, what happens? Owner thought goes to sleep. It is this I thought which is the foundation of the mind. It holds the mind. Right? Suppose ladies and girls and all, they put a hair clip sometimes, is it not? If hair is not there, can they put a clip? Not possible. Right? That hair, that basic thing is the I thought. It is an I thought that the entire mind is built. It is like the thread in a garland. So many thoughts will be there, but I thought is a central thread which goes through all the thoughts and holds them all together. So ahankara laye suptau. Where suptau, in deep sleep, when the ahankara goes to sleep, when the ahankara dissolves, when the ahankara goes back to its cause. What did he say? When the ahankara, ahamvritti, goes to its cause. Vritti is a thought. Thought goes back to its seed form. It is not totally destroyed because next day it wakes up. Why next day? In between also it gets up and then it says that I want to go to bathroom. So many things it does. And how does it get up? Because of prarabdha karma for waking up the body has come up. And then the body says I have to go to bathroom. Physical. And then what does this I thought say? I have to go to bathroom. See? And where was this I thought for some time? It was dissolved. It went to its seedal form. It went to its seedal form means what? It went to its causal state. Karana avastha. Or it went to Karana Sharira. In deep sleep, all your thoughts go back to Karana Sharira. Good, it goes to Karana Sharira. Because when you wake up, again all that you had known comes back again. Imagine in deep sleep you went and then the next day morning you got up and everything you forgot. How terrible that will be. Very difficult, isn't it? How terrible it will be for me. Oh. I come and sit here. I again start the whole text. And you forgotten everything. And again I have to start the whole thing. How it is. So this I thought and all other thoughts, what happens? They go to the Karanavastha. That's called a Karana Sharira. And when I thought goes to its Karana form, causal state, seedal state, what happens? Deha, the body. What will happen to the body? You tell me. Body is another. Why? Because it's the I thought which connects consciousness. From consciousness to the body, no? It's a connecting. So, when the I thought goes to sleep, the body will become what? The body will become achetana. Body is there. Body is there, but it does not know what is happening. In a young age and all, in homes when brothers are all there, one brother is studying in let's say 8th standard, another brother is studying in 4th standard, 3rd standard, and the 8th standard fellow gives 2 bags to this 3rd standard fellow, and poor fellow he can't do anything. Then he waits for night time. Why? I'm going to give him now. But nothing. Achetana. Ahankara has gone to sleep. It has gone to the causal state. Body is achetana. It doesn't know anything. So ahankara can, only when the ahankara identifies with the body will become aware. See the power of the I thought. And if the I thought can be this powerful, imagine the power of the consciousness. From borrowed consciousness, it is able to give sentiency to the inert calcium carbon phosphorus bundle. So now you tell me, this is also calcium carbon phosphorus, this is also calcium carbon phosphorus. What is not there in the watch because of which the watch does not become sentient? Mind is not there. I thought is not there. And therefore this watch is not becoming sentient. Consciousness is there everywhere. In you consciousness is there. In between us also consciousness is there. That is why you say God is all pervading. But what is the problem? The problem is in between here there is no mind. But in between here, suppose a bacteria is there. Lots of them are there. They have got mind. Then we say there is mind. Understand? Between Chaitanya and between Pashit, between Pashit and between Chaitanya, what is not there? I thought is not there. Meaning, mind is not there, na? If mind is there, only I thought can be there, because mind is made up of two components. You get the point? And when the I thought is not there, what happens? Reflection of consciousness is not there. And when reflection of consciousness is not there, naturally what will happen? That sentiency cannot be given to inert matter. Sentiency in inert matter is borrowed and sublent by the one who has borrowed. Aham vritti has already borrowed. So it is the first borrower. And there are people who borrow money and then give to other people and try to make money out of that. You know all these people, no? That is what is actually happening here. From consciousness, I thought borrows the reflection. Through the reflection it borrows sentiency. And then what it does, it gives a bit of it to the body. And body becomes sentient. Mind also becomes sentient because the reflection of consciousness is there. In deep sleep, what happens? The mind goes to sleep. When the mind goes to sleep, I thought also is gone, because I thought is part of the mind only. All of them go back to Karana Sharira, Karana Avastha, seeded form. Then the conducting medium I thought is not there. Therefore what happens? Body becomes insentient. That's all. In dream state what happens? In dream state, that prarabdha required to wake up the body is not there. The prarabdha required to wake up the body is not there. But prarabdha required to maintain the mind is there. In other words, prarabdha for sthula bhoga is not there. Prarabdha for sukshma bhoga is there. Therefore, we can say it is a partial flowering of the I thought. It's a mind-based world, no? So, the I thought is only connected with the mind, not with the body. Partial. But in waking state, what happens? The I thought is connected with the mind, I thought is connected also with the body, and therefore it is full expression. So full expression of I thought, in which state you find? Waking state. Partial expression, where do you find? Dream state. And no expression of I thought, where do you find? Or you can say, when the I thought has gone to rest, the deep sleep state is there. Both ways out. Ahankara vikasartha swapnaha. Swapnaha, dream state is what? Ahankara vikasa. The expression of ahankara. But what? Ardha. Only half. Little bit. Partial. Ardha is partial, no? It's there in our languages also. Ardha. Purna, ardha. And sarvaha. Sarvaha. Ahankara vikasa sarvaha. subtle expression of the ahankara, tu. When that happens, what is it? It is indeed tu jagara. Jagara. So in the three states, full expression of ahankara is in waking state. What do you mean by full expression? Identification with the subtle body as well as the gross body, physical body. Subtle body is mind. And in Swapna, identification only with the subtle body. Partial expression. And no expression, deep sleep state. And that is why in deep sleep state we do not have the I feeling. What feeling we don't have? I feeling we don't have. I did not say I is not there. I feeling is not there. Because I feeling is a thought. Right? I is there. I means pure consciousness is there. You are there. You are not dead. You are there. But only thing is that you don't have a mind. And because you don't have a mind, you can't sing, you can't dance, you can't touch, you can't feel. But I is aware, nothing is there. And that is why after waking up, it is possible for the memory of nothing having been experienced in deep sleep. Which you cannot tell in deep sleep because you don't have mind or speech to tell. But you are able to tell after waking up, I did not have mind to tell that I could not tell that nothing was experienced. Okay? Alright. So now you see if you can understand this verse. Ahankara laye suptau bhave deha api achetana. The body becomes achetana in deep sleep. When ahankara goes to sleep, dissolution, goes back to the karana sharira. Ahankara vikasartha swapnaha. What is swapna, dream state? Ahankara vikasa. Vikasa expression. Flowering. Artha, pasha. Sarvaha tu jatanaha. Yeah. So everything, explanation is, focuses on what? Ahamruti. Alright. So verse number 10, verse number 9, verse number 8, verse number 7, all of them focus on Ahamruti. Verse number 6, focus on Chichaya. And then telling mind is of two types, of two parts. One is Ahamruti, another is the Karanavruti. Sometimes called Idamruti also. This thought. One is I thought, another is this thought. Alright. Now, in verse number 11, the focus shifts. The focus shifts to the next aspect of the mind, which is Karana. Mind, two types, two components. Karta, Karana, no Karana. Alright, let us read verse.
Antఃkarana vriddhischa Chitichhayaikyamagata Vasana kalpayet swapne Bodhe kshair vishayan bahihi Antఃkarana vriddhischa Chitichhayaikyamagata Vasana kalpayet swapne Bodhe kshair vishayan bahihi.
What does the Karana do? First of all, we know Karana also is thought only. And thought by itself is inert. It's material. If not physical material, at least subtle material, energy kind of thing only it is. We say in Vedanta, it is made up of subtle elements, we say. Subtle elements, we say. Gross elements, we say, is made up of the body. Those who studied Vedanta will know that. But for our purpose, it is simple to know that it is also inert. It is incapable of action by itself. But then, how does it become capable of functioning, this karana? Antakarana vrittischa chitichaya. Chitichaya is chichaya, reflection of consciousness. Aikyamagata. So, just as how the I thought is able to capture the I, is it not? Like if you take the example what we saw before, that water in the bucket and the reflection of the sun, the top layer is able to catch that reflection very strongly. But it is not that only the top layer is lit, even below also the light, it gently fuses down there. It moves. That is what he is saying. Antakarana vritti. The I thought, it is able to hold the I. But the karana thoughts are also there. Various thoughts. Memory. What else is there? Desire. Intelligence. Etc. etc. N number of. Other than I thought, all other thought. Okay? You know? What is it? There's a verse there. How does that verse start? Kama sankalpa sandeho Shraddha shraddhe priti kare Hrir dhir dhir evam adi Vasaye ekada chititi. All those kind of things. Karana. And Adi was said that Ityevam Adi. Ityevam Adi means for others also. How many things are there? Samyanam, Ajnanam, Vijnanam, Prajnanam, etc. etc. In another Upanishad, it is given the whole thing is given. Which Upanishad is that? Which Upanishad is that? Which Upanishad? Samyanam, Ajnanam, Vijnanam, Prajnanam. Aitreya Upanishad. It is there. Only n number of thoughts are there. Alright. These are also chichaya, chitichaya, aikyamagata. Aikyamagata, they are also connected. May not be like the aham vritti holding the I. No, not that way. But they are also imbued with that consciousness. They also become element, alive. Okay? And then what do? These vrittis, when they become alive, and when the prarabdha only for sukshma bhoga is there, prarabdha for sukshma bhoga is there, not stula bhoga, for subtle enjoyment is there, then what will happen? Through the past memories, through the impressions gained in the earlier waking state, through the vasanas, impressions, what it will do? It will imagine. It will project. And that is called as what? Dream state. So whatever impressions you gained in waking state, and remember, not only yesterday's waking state, not only 1 year back waking state, not only 10 years back waking state, you had waking state also in last birth. You can't really say when, from where the mind gathers, but time. Vasana swapne kalpaye. Vasana means what? Vasana maya prapancha. The world of vasanas. Those who know Sanskrit, this is second case plural. Feminine, na? Malaha, malaha. It doesn't matter, Swami. It creates a vasanamaya prapancha. Okay? What creates? Karana vritti creates. Antakarana, you see. Antakarana vritti, enlivened by that chichaya, reflection of consciousness, becomes enlivened, and when it becomes enlivened and energized, what does it do? It starts projecting. It starts projecting the world in dream. And projecting the world in dream through what? With the help of what? With the help of the vasanas. And therefore this whole world is what? Is a vasana world. It's an impression world. It can be jumbled. There's no problem. Because intellect is not controlling the projection. Right? So you can have an elephant walking on a cat's legs. And so many things are possible. You must have seen a Harry Potter movie or something like that. Yeah? And then those the unicorns and all those things are there. So many things there. So you are also sitting on that one of the things like that. But Harry Potter was saying, what happened to you? No. That is because, and you, when you saw that, you thought, wow, how nice it is flying in the sky. Harry Potter only, only 6 months. My vasanas are not strong for me. That is the problem. I get confused. So many things. Suppose your father scolded you and you can't do anything about it. Then in the dream, what happens? I won't tell you what happens. Alright? Vasana kalpai. And this is what? Swapna. In waking state, what happens? That is not vasana. Bodhe means waking state. Akshay means with the senses. Through the senses. Bodhe, akshayi. What happens? Vishayan bahihi. The external objects. External object. It sees. It comprehends. It imagines in the external objects joy. If you want to use the word kalpaye there also, you have to say, in the external objects it imagines pleasure or sorrow. And then it makes a life like that. Inner world is your projection. Outer world is an existent creation. It's the Lord's creation. And in that, you have raga relations. This is my friend. Why this is your friend? Because she smiled at me. Alright. This is your enemy. Why? Because he criticized me. And 10 days afterwards, it changes. Like that. Bodhe in waking state, Akshayi with the sense organs, through the sense organs, Vishayan Pahi, the external world, it perceives. Which perceives? Karana. Karana, Antakarana Vritti. Your mind goes through the senses, sees everything. And comes to the Ahankara. And then shows to the Ahankara. How is the sandwich? Very nice. Very nice. Who is telling very nice? All the Karana is doing all these kind of things. It going, then it taking asking the hand to take the sandwich and then putting it to the mouth. Karana is doing everything. and then biting it, and then enjoying it, and then telling what? It's okay, chalta hai. Oh, good, really good, ashram is good. All the karana is doing. And what is aham vritti doing at the time? It says, I am eating, I am taking it. Karana is doing everything, but it will identify the karana. Because owner thought will always do the owning business. Doing nothing except giving consciousness and making everybody do, it enjoys a sense of I am doing. And that fellow gets also its consciousness not from itself, getting from you and pretending to be the actual self. What a drama this imposter is. See? Then what? Then what? One more verse. If you permit me, I will come. Okay?
मनोहं मृत्युपादानं लिङ्गमेकं जडात्मकम् अवस्थात्रयमन्वेति जायते म्रियते तथा
मनोहं प्रत्युपादानं लिङ्गमेकं जडात्मकम् अवस्थात्रयमन्वेति जायते म्रियते तथा मनः अहंकृति. Ahankriti is ahamvritti, ahankara. Manaha is karana. Karana. The karana vritti is called manaha here. Manute iti manaha. Keeps on thinking so many thoughts. And although so many thoughts belong to mind only, na? We call mind. Very difficult. In English we say mind means, it means so many things. So I am not saying anything. Manaha, meaning karana. And ahamvritti. Upadanam constituted. Upadanam here means constituted, made of the ahankara and the karana vritti. It is called as lingam. It becomes linga sharira. New name is given. What is the name given? Linga. What is linga? Karana vritti plus kartru vritti. Karana vritti plus kartru vritti. Or you say as mind plus ahankara. Together is called as lingam. Why it is called lingam? We will see little later. It is called as linga. And ekam, this is one. Actually, one only we are breaking into two and see. Lingam ekam. It is one thing we are seeing in two. But actually one. And it may pretend to be sentient, but it is jadatmakam. It is inert. And this linga, this kartru and karana, together. Avastatrayam anvedi. Avastatrayam, the three states. What are the three states? Waking, dream, deep sleep. In waking state, what does it do? The aham vritti identifies with the body, and the karana vritti uses the senses and sees the external world. So it is this only doing the waking state, going to the waking state. In swapna state, what happens? The karana vritti projects, and the aham vritti there identifies. That's the same thing there also. but it is only sukshma. Indriyas are not used for seeing. Therefore, the swapna also is the aham vritti and the karana vritti only. We saw the ahankara vikasartha, we saw that. Okay? And in deep sleep also is because of this only. Somebody, how can you say deep sleep is because of this karana vritti and karta vritti? Yes, because they go to sleep. And then you have deep sleep. So all the three states belong to whom? These three. These two which are one called as linga. So to whom does the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state belong? Who is experiencing it? Who is going through it? The linga, the sharira, which is made up of aham vritti and karana vritti. Avasthatrayam manveti. Not only that, jayate mriyate tata. Birth and death also belongs to this one. Birth and death belongs to this only means what? Belongs to the linga. Meaning, belongs to the aham vritti and karana vritti. How do you say something? Birth and death also belongs to this. When the aham vritti and the idam and the karana vritti, they do not find this body suitable to stay because the prarabdha karma for sthula bhoga is gone. Little bit it goes away during deep sleep state. Little bit it goes away during swoon, during unconscious, during daydreaming and a little bit it goes away. But when it permanently goes away, what happens? It gives up the body and goes. Little bit every time you do it in deep sleep. That is why deep sleep is a temporary death. They are also given it up. But once for all you kick the bucket. Which bucket? The body bucket. So the water is transferred from one bucket, goes to another bucket. And then same thing continues again. So, giving up one body because the prarabdha for sthula bhoga is totally gone is called as death. And finding another suitable body for the fresh set of sthula bhoga is called as birth. And birth and death is for what therefore? Is for this. Linga. And why it is called linga? Anybody? Why it is called linga? Linga, Shiva Linga? Yeah, Shiva Linga, one thing here. Shiva Linga. Any guesses? The word linga means leenam artham gamayati. Right now. Leenam artham gamayati. Artham. A-R-T-H-A-M. Artham. Artham here is not meaning. Artha is not meaning here. Artha here means something. And leenam means hidden. Hidden. H-I-D-D-E-N. So leenam artham gamayati. Gamayati means that which helps you know, takes you. And this linga sharira, this karana, kartru and karana together is called as linga sharira. Because this whole mind, component, this whole thing is called linga because it takes you to the hidden self. it helps you understand Vedanta and helps you comprehend the self. If not for this Kartru and Karana, you will not be sitting here studying Vedanta. And therefore, if you want to put an end to this birth, death, chakra, waking, dream, deep sleep chakra, you use this Kartru Karana instrument, what you have properly. So, the problem has been told and the solution also has been told. Who has the problem? Who goes through waking, dream and deep sleep? Who goes through birth and death? That very same fellow has a solution to the problems. Because where the problem is, there the solution will be. Who has a problem? He will have to find solution. If you have a problem and I find the solution, any use for you? No. This Linga Sharira has a problem, and this Linga Sharira itself is capable of finding the solution. And that is why, who is listening now to Vedanta? This Kartru Karana entity called Linga only, is it not? No, Swami, my nose is listening to Vedanta. Anybody can say, no. Linam, hidden. What is hidden? The self is hidden. Artham, that self which is hidden, that object, Artham, that thing, that entity which is hidden, Gamayati. This mind will take it. So, Jayati Mriyate, yes. Avastatrayam Anveti, yes. But it also has a solution to the problem. Okay? All right. Please forgive me. Okay? So much of data, down, thrown. All right. So with this, he completes one important section of the text which deals with the self. Now he takes up the world. Two things are there. You, world. Till now, you has been covered. Now, world is going to be taken up. That is the next class. How the world comes about. What is the world? Etc. I think next session, if Swamiji can permit me, can we have at 7 o'clock?
Yes.
Yeah? I already discussed with Swami. Okay? 7 o'clock. Because it has only gone to its causal state. Causal state. Causal state. But just imagine, it doesn't happen like that, but imagine a tree is there. A tree comes from the seed, isn't it? Suppose the tree goes back to seed. Everything is there inside. It's like a microfilm. A microfilm. So everything is there in that. And then you project it, everything comes back. It is sleeping in the sense it is not aware. It is not showing. It is not dead. It is sleeping. Laya. Laya means what? Like this. Nasha means dhomsa, destruction. Here it is Laya, not Nasha. You got the answer?
Does that mean that the problem itself is a solution?
The problem
Itself is a solution.
The problem itself contains, you are asking about the linga, na? Linga, right? The problem itself contains solutions. Problem is not the solution.
So problem has the solution.
Yes, the problem, if you understand rightly, has a solution also in it.
So it is like the tricky question we get in which the answer is already given. We just need to read it properly.
Yes. So whenever you go through a problem, in that itself there is a solution. Understanding the problem actually leads to solution. Okay.